there are many different positions you could take about the relationship between racism and capitalism. Capitalism is about markets, is about class, and racism is essentially accidental, or it's a secondary thing. And that we could have a capitalism without racism, or a capitalism that didn't have anything to do with racial categories. Another position is to say that racism is a necessary aspect of capitalism, that capitalism cannot exist without racism. I don't agree with either of these positions, because I think that we can determine just at the level of abstraction whether they belong together or not. We have to look at the actual historical process. Now, in a way, it's almost accidental that racism was so fundamental to the history of capitalism, because it so happens that European capitalism comes to dominate the rest of the world. And as it does this, it stumbles upon these racial categories, which, as I said, they're false categories, but they are associated with this relationship of domination, which emerged because of the capitalist rule, the capitalist exploitation of the great populations of the world. And so, in this sense, this kind of a historical accident becomes essential. It becomes a necessary part of capitalism as it actually exists. And so I think this is very important, because then you can understand why racism has been there for the history of capitalism from the beginning, and it has been so central. It has been a form of social control that has been central for capitalism.